I love that. Oh.
In today's video, it's about time you close your eyes because Usher has bought the ugliest Mini in the world.
So yes, he is right. I have bought the ugliest Mini, not in the world. It's not the ugliest thing in the world, but it's
bad.
What's the word I'm looking for? It's an acquired taste. I think a specific type of man would like this. I'm yet to find the man, but there will be one somewhere, I would think, maybe, hopefully.
Stevie Wonder.
Maybe, yeah, maybe.
So, first of all, where did this come from?
So, I basically saw this on Facebook Marketplace. Now, quite surprisingly enough, I know you might not think to look at it, but it had been for sale for a week, which did actually surprise me. So, the thing that initially attracted me to the Mini, don't get me wrong, was because it was ugly, but it looked leery. It looked actually like it had quite a lot of money spent on it. Maybe it's not all in the right ways, but it stood out to me. And the main thing was, when I opened the ad, it was the spec, which, to be fair, regardless, forget how the car looks, the spec on the car is what we call Gucci. It's basically got the best, not the best, but almost the best of everything. In terms of spec-wise, the guy who built this car said he had over 10 grand in it, and to be fair, from going through what's on it, I actually believe him as well. I actually do think it's had that much money spent. Yeah,
he had 10 grand in it because he had 9,700 quid in cash in the boot. That's the only way he got 10k in cash.
They've tuned it, it made 248 horsepower, and it does feel every bit, doesn't it?
It feels every
We've been out in the car previously as well, it feels every bit of it, doesn't it?
We've been out in the car a few times now, and what you call it, genuinely it does feel every single horsepower, every single pony's under there. It goes like sting.
It does very fast.
When I kind of first saw the car, I thought, the man's absolutely completely lost the plot. It is scruffy, it's scratty.
Yeah.
It's a strange thing, and in a weird way, I really like it.
Yeah, I do, because of the way it's been put together. And you know, like, obviously we've done a massive amount of track days in all different kinds of cars. I've never done one in a Cooper S, a Supercharged one, a 53, which is what that is. Now, I personally think, no matter what car you've got within reason, it's going to be very, very hard to shift that. It literally does everything. It stops, it handles, it uses its power, it's poised, it's positive. It really is a very well put together car, and I think on track that will be a machine, and that's the kind of thing that you want to buy that for. It's leery, it's ugly, it's fast, like it would be a great track car.
That's enough of us talking about it. I'm going to show you some clips now of this thing in action. We'll see you in a minute.
Now that I'm looking back, I can see all the signs I tried to fill in the cracks that were spread in my mind, but I was all out of hope, lost in an endless maze. The emptiness had unfolded just like a void, but you broke the coldness somehow and lit up a flame. And ooh, I was done feeling hopeless, screamed out loud because it felt impossible.
Fucking nuts, man. I love it.
In my soul, you guided me out of the storm. I found home in your arms of gold.
Does not mess about, does it?
No.
It does not mess about.
No, it goes, doesn't it? It really goes.
Oh God! Oh, it's not the roll and roll printout. We thought we lost the roll and roll printout out the window. Should have maybe spooked them.
This thing shifts, by the way. It's well set up.
It's very well set up.
Really well set up.
Yeah. The setup, without being too boring, is in this. It's hideous. It's got the GP rear trailer arms in it. It's got fully adjustable suspension, which are APs. It's got EST top mounts, all hard race underneath in terms of the adjustable tie bars at the back. It's got Black Series poly bushes in it. We've got Alpina wheels on there, and most importantly, which is my favourite thing about it, is the stopper that's got the Cooper S Works 4 pots, which can literally put you through the window. They're very strong.
Yeah. Put the windows up, because otherwise you would not hear a single thing. It's so noisy. It's really loud. Fired this up in the unit yesterday, and honestly, it is definitely loud.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're going to be able to get it on camera. I've taken a few clips, and hopefully you'll get to...
We might get a nice flyby though.
Flyby.
We'll do a flyby.
We will do. We'll do. Solid in it.
Yeah, I like, but the thing is though, it takes the bumps.
It does.
It's subtle. It's not like banging it. Like you can ride the bumps in it.
The damping feels pretty
good,
well
yeah.
set up. To be honest.
AP's a good shout though. AP, you're generally a really good coilover.
What I will say is, it needs a slightly firmer seat. Because I'm sliding around a little bit here. He's risking a crush injury.
And it's got there. You're not being hearers.
Yeah.
It's got the late 55 or 6 plate gearbox in, which Mini actually put a diff in it. So although it's quite powerful, even in second gear, if you plant the throttle, it doesn't lose any traction. It literally just puts the power straight down and you're away. Latest Teflon supercharger as well. Oh my god. Oh.
Somebody's upset someone there.
Yeah, there's a Range Rover with
no windows.
Welcome to the North East.
Welcome to County Durham.
But if you want like an out and out, I think this here will be a machine on track. It'll be so quick.
Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah. Just we've been able to like kind of pin it and just hold it everywhere. It doesn't move, does it? It's so stiff. It's disturbing them pops and bangs.
It is.
Disturbingly good.
You love it, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Should really grow over, but
I know.
seem to get worse. To be fair, mate, we've actually lost a lot of water. Oh.
Usher's broke the car. Oh,
So hot, mate.
We dumped a load of fluid. We left the car basically running, and it overheated slightly. So we've got a problem that we have to fix now, and we start to try and coast it back home, but it's not going to happen. So it's a case of now let it cool down and get some fluid back into it, because we've dumped a lot. You brought a kettle with you? Not got a kettle?
No.
Fucking hell.
I've got no clots out in there, like.
No.
Because I've took the cap off, obviously burnt my fingers, and it's resting on the manifold. So now it's even hotter.
Where is it like?
Oh, it's hot. It's a cap that's hot. Just there. The cap's red hot, mate. Obviously don't want to drop any further.
Have we got any tools in the back?
Aha!
What have we got?
Improvisation at its best.
Listen, it's not stupid if it works.
What are you doing?
We're socking it. We've all used a sock before. It's his bedroom sock as well.
Ooh.
You got it?
I've just drape one side over it. Let the other drop over the other side. And then I should be able to pick the cap up.
Premium engineering at its best. Quality.
Whew.
Don't get that in the British military, you know.
Scrap.
Don't get people using socks in the British military. And the drone wouldn't turn off and took a slight chunk out of my hand.
Fuck. Was it off the blade?
Yeah.
You know what? As silly as this sounds, it won't circulate that water, it'll sit in the header tank. The header tank is absolutely scotting hot.
Yeah.
If we just let it sit in the header tank,
You think it'll...
warm it. It's took a lot, mate. Well, I see a lot, but it's been enough.
It did dump a reasonable amount.
Where did you dump it all off?
The old orange building.
Old orange building, aye. It's obviously just not got the fan in. There must be something maybe wrong with the relay or the wiring, but it's definitely got no fan in, because when you're driving it, temperature's perfect, but obviously with leaving it sitting there, it's getting red hot. I actually think that'll be fine now with what's in it to get us back, to be honest.
Probably.
It's only a mile and a half that way. That water will be red up in there now. Pure water. So it's happened before.
So we're back in the car and we now have some water in the car, which should be somewhere near temperature. We've got about a mile to go, so either way, if we're steady,
We'll be fine now.
it'll be all
Just
good.
drop what's cool in there, that's all. Hopefully that heat's come back now. Yeah, it's that, yeah. Perfect, we're up there straight away, it's just new water, that's all. Yeah, now we're good.
Now we're good.
I'm also pleased it's happened because obviously I've got to sell this car, and if I hadn't been out for that drive out today I would never, because obviously we drove this back from Edinburgh with no issues, but thinking about it, we never had the car stood on the spot, so it's a blessing in disguise really that's happened when I've had. At least I can check the fan now and fix it. And it's red hot now.
Yeah. Every car fully tested before sale
Pretty much.
by us.
Because though, like, there's some method in that madness. I mean, I wouldn't sell a performance car unless I'd been out and driven it like a performance car, because then you just don't know what you're selling. You've been out and you know what it's about. It's even dropping below half now, it's got no cool run stats in, so we're right there now.
I think Dave's going to be happy.
Having to what, rewire the fan?
Yeah.
Drop the coolant? Probably not.
I'm looking forward to seeing Dave's face when we pull up. He's always very dismissive of these sort of purchases. He's going to be like, I told you so.
Dave, got a job for you.
I love it. Yeah.
It's got to be one of the best value for money performance cars that you're going to buy. You're not really going to buy anything else with that kind of spec for that kind of money. And it is ballistically quick. I hope this video has given you a little bit of a taster as to how fast it is and how well it sounds and how well it handles and how well it stops, because it goes like a bat out of hell. So thank you very much for watching. If you have not yet subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button, primarily because you get to see my beautiful face on a regular basis with new video content. We'll have lots more coming soon from both me and him. We'll see you again shortly. Thank you for watching.